when the absurd's actually pointing to something profound. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So, all right, I'll jump in the deep end. How does one find their own genius? And while you think about that, there are listeners saying, "Why can't we just keep talking about sex?" Maybe later.
I find the two pretty related in some ways. I think the definition of genius, just for people who are listening, is the unique gift that you come into the world with, and it's a very old idea. So it's an idea that we've actually forgotten. So I'm using genius in a slightly different way, not to mean
not maybe the modern sense
Elon Musk or Newton, but as in the gift that you have. And the idea is that your soul has a gift on the other side. And when you come through the veil into this one, your purpose is to uncover the script on your soul. So the thing that you have to give to the world. So it's this form of genius that I'm speaking to. So the idea that I'm talking about is that there's nothing you actually have to learn or attain or to do to get there.
You've already got it.
But it's already got it. And it's remembering. And there's many ways to remember, but can I use an example here?
Please. Whatever helps.
This is the way that I like to think about it. So imagine you're thirsty. So you have to buy a bottle of water. And you walk into a supermarket and you have a huge aisle in front of you, and it has 325 different bottles of water.
Sounds about right.
Right. In the mind realm, which is something you pointed to at the start of the conversation, you can go, which one should I choose? Well, that one is a liter, that one's 500 mils. Oh, but that one's $4.70 and that one's $3. So the price isn't quite right. Or that one's from Fiji and that one's from Arizona. And you can spend your entire life actually comparing in the realm of the mind, thinking that you have infinite options or 325 options, and you can get stuck in that water aisle trying to choose, overwhelmed by the paradox of choice.
And die of thirst.
Exactly. So the other idea would be that before you walked in there, someone that you knew and trust, a mentor, an elder, said something very simple to you. It said, inside that supermarket on that aisle, there's 325 bottles of water, but there's actually only one that's meant for you. So that when you walk into the supermarket, you're not looking at the mind realm of price and size and shape. Instead, you can step back and see the whole aisle and feel where you're being pulled towards. And then you get pulled towards, for whatever reason, this one bottle down the bottom shelf, and you pick it up and you're like, that has Mount Agung on it. It reminds me of the time that I was in Bali. This always hydrates me, this idea, let alone this water. And you look back up and you realize there wasn't actually a choice of 325 bottles. There was ever only one that you ever could have walked out of that supermarket with.
Yeah, profound.
That's the way that I think about genius. We're in a paradox of choice with an inherited belief from culture, from our parents, that you can be anything. It is a damaging idea, even though it's well-meaning. What I'd like to suggest to people listening and people that work with me is actually that you're meant to do something. You're meant to be something. And that is by remembering, by stepping back, by trusting the pull of your own intuition, rather than the crazy making of the mind in comparison. It's a little bit like what it's a little bit like what you've set up here. What I read in your messages in the group that you have is that it was just a calling. You felt a pull to do it, right?
I can't do anything else now.
Yes, exactly.